Why'd they knock down the racetrack?
You
didn't need to do that.
Well, one of my things is putting the racetrack.
That's my number one.
That's
around
my
the
number
stadium.
one. Yeah, around it.
Yeah, around the stadium. They run the races around the stadium.
Oh, can you imagine?
Oh,
if
and
they,
then, like the seats you could
What
was it? What was your horse's name? Hambone.
Who?
Spiral Ham.
Spiral Ham.
You could have the way I built it in my head is it's glass enclosed all the way around. So basically, it's almost like a reversible jacket. You can watch the game,
Yes.
and then you can turn around
and then
do the horses.
and do the horses.
All right, hey, before we get into it, I want to talk about the beer sponsor of this show. It's a great tasting, less filling Miller Lite. From holiday gatherings and office parties to fireside conversations and football Sundays, winter means more moments with the coolest people in your life. Make these moments even better with Miller Lite, the great tasting light beer for people who love beer. A new year is the perfect time for friends, family, and a great tasting light beer. It tastes like Miller time. The taste you can depend on, no games, no gimmicks, just a beer for people who like beer. Miller Lite is brewed for taste. It hits different than other light beers. Great weekend for Miller Lite. I had a bocce tournament. There were buckets and buckets and buckets of Miller Lite being flown out of there. You had some Millers watching Notre Dame, I'm sure.
Yeah.
Well, you're on the stream.
I had celebratory Millers.
Yes,
I came up my
afterwards.
back steps, and I had put a case out there, like your winter beers, and I forgot. And I came up the back steps. I'm like, oh, yeah, that's right. I left those there. It was like a little stash.
There you go,
a little
Dave.
reward. It was nice.
Outside beers.
Yeah.
You don't need the refrigerator.
Nope.
So Miller Lite tastes great. 96 calories. Go to MillerLite.com/stretch to find delivery options near you, or you could pick up some Miller Lite pretty much anywhere that they sell beer. Tastes like Miller time. Celebrate responsibly. Miller Brewing Company, Milwaukee, Wisconsin. 96 calories and 3.2 carbs per 12 ounces. On that note, welcome to the stretch. A lot to get to today. Mike Vrabel has been hired. Ben Johnson, full court press is officially on, which I think it has been the whole time. But regardless, we'll get to that. We'll get to the Packers. We have Jersey Jerry sitting in here. We'll talk about those Arlington ideas like we said.
Yes.
And we'll do a little Notre Dame, Ohio State. I think Tate's going to come in next Monday.
Oh, nice.
So then we'll do the Chief versus Notre Dame.
I already beat him in a trivia thing, too, so Notre Dame's off to a good start.
So we'll start with Vrabel. Obviously, I don't think anyone's shocked.
No.
No.
So obvious.
I was hoping, like, when they fired Mayo, I was like,
Yeah.
the dream is dead.
Yeah.
I didn't think it would happen that quickly, I guess, though.
I
kind of did.
I think so. So we record this on Mondays. We knew that, like everyone knew, Vrabel was going to the Patriots. The thing that's happened since then is the Raiders opening up. That's complicated thing.
Yes.
Yeah.
That was not open. When we
I
talked
thought
about
we were gonna like that was actually what I was like. All right, Vrabel goes to the Patriots. Then it's just us versus the Jags. Now the fucking Raiders are in this, and it's
What, aside from the disaster the Bears are, what is the appeal of the Raiders?
I think it's probably
They're pumping up the Tom Brady thing big time.
the Tom Brady thing.
What, is he going to come out of retirement? Who's going to be their quarterback?
No, I think like maybe just like having that guy run an organization versus Kevin Warren
Yeah.
probably is a little appealing. But I agree with you. Like in terms of situation, like they don't have a quarterback, they don't have a top draft pick. Maybe it's lifestyle. I don't know. Living in Vegas, it's so fucking hot there. That's in the summer.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ben Johnson, you can't handle that heat, dude.
No.
Like it would.
It's too hot.
It would cripple you, man.
Yeah. I think it would too.
Yeah, and like also, like,
I wish he
listen,
was interviewing in July.
Yeah, you're a family man. Like you don't want. Come on, Vegas.
Oh, too much sin.
Yeah.
Too much
It's
sin.
disgusting.
Send your kids to Lake Forest High School.
You can't.
Yeah.
You can't be going to Vegas. Like
Right.
you can't. That's
It's not good. Jerry knows.
no
You don't-
water shortage. Isn't there a water shortage or something?
Yes.
Your daughter or son being a stripper?
All right, well,
Or son.
Jersey
or
Jerry
son.
said that.
Yeah.
Jersey Jerry said that.
No, he said or son.
Yeah,
Or
yeah,
son.
true,
Yeah.
true,
Yeah.
true.
Chippendales are there.
Yeah, Chippendale. You
Right.
don't want that.
I think it's probably just comes down to like how much control he feels like he's gonna have somewhere.
Do you think that he will get a bigger bag from the Raiders?
Possibly, although Mark Davis is poor.
I know. That's what I mean. They're the only other team that's in a similar situation.
Correct. I also think, and this is, I mean, you guys probably have done the same thing where you just spin your brain a million different ways to only look for the positives. I'm like, okay, Ben Johnson interviewed with the Bears first. Like, if you're gonna, if you were going to get the job you want, but get the most from it, you would interview it first and then interview everywhere else and be like, leverage, hey,
Yeah.
look, I'm going to
Yeah.
talk to the Jags, I'm going to talk to the Raiders, see me over here,
Yep.
and then come back to the Bears and be like, all right, so what's the actual offer?
Yeah.
But again, this is all me just in my own head, just thinking
Yeah.
about it way too much.
Shep said that Did the Jags commit to getting rid of Balky if he wanted them to?
They committed, I believe, what I read was they committed to having Balky move to like a more senior advisor role.
The old
he
Kenny
could
Williams.
bring in his
Yeah.
own.
Yeah. Hey, can the Bears commit to that? I like Ryan Poles a guy. Keep him there. Just he can help out.
Yeah, give him a red staple.
Yeah. Like,
I actually would love if Kevin Warren got kicked out and Ryan Poles took Kevin Warren's job.
Yes.
That would work.
I think
Yes.
Poles could build a stadium.
Yeah.
think-
Can't build an
And also-
offensive line, but he can build a
And
stadium.
he has a big picture like understanding of football. He's a football guy.
He is a
Yes.
football guy.
That would be good.
yes.
But I'm nervous. I'm officially nervous. And then Mike McCarthy. The report just came like literally 20 minutes ago that the Cowboys are probably not going to extend him or give him a new contract. So he's now
His window opens up this week.
Wednesday, I believe.
Tuesday at midnight. Yeah.
Tuesday midnight.
Yeah, so
yeah.
Wednesday.
Yeah.
All right, so we'll talk to him. I mean, it's getting a little embarrassing the amount of the Bears have interviewed this person.
Did I not call Matt Campbell? I think I said Matt
did.
Campbell's name.
yeah.
I literally was like, it's going to be a weird, and then Marcus Freeman. So it was two. I was a little wrong, and I was like, there's going to be a random college name. That was Matt Campbell, and then they added Marcus Freeman as well.
So Freeman was floated before.
Yes.
And then he got a 4-year extension from Notre Dame. I'm like, all right, that's put to bed. Thank God.
Yeah.
And I think he's perfect for Notre Dame. I want him to stay where he is. And I don't think he would be a success necessarily with the Bears either.
The only question with Freeman is, if he won on Monday night, is that as hot as you'll ever get? And knowing that like you've done it. So again, I agree with you. I think there's like a 99.9% chance that Marcus Freeman stays at Notre Dame. But if you were just put yourself in his shoes for a second, if you win a national title at Notre Dame, and the Bears want you, and you are like, you know what, let's do it, let's take this jump. Isn't that the perfect time to, it's almost like you've built in a golden parachute where if you fail in the NFL, your last memory in college football was winning a national title.
Yeah.
Literally
true.
anyone would hire you.
He's just turned 39. He'll get jobs well into his like mid.
Totally.
Right. Like he
Another
could, he
20
could,
years
he
minimum.
could suck in the NFL and everyone would be like, well, he's just a great college coach.
Yep.
So go take, like, he would never, if he went to the NFL after winning a national title, he would never have to take a worse job than Notre Dame. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
He would just have the pick of the litter. He would be the name that every single time an Ohio State, an Alabama, a Georgia,
When
a
Florida fires their next
a
coach.
USC.
Yeah.
Every single time one of those jobs opens, Marcus Freeman would be at the top of the list. He'd be like, the last thing we saw was him winning.
Yeah.
Good point.
That is a good point.
Now that's his perspective. Do
Stop
we want
talking
him
good-
though?
I'm also
like
just
that.
I'm also just way too like invested in like thinking about these like I'm like Charlie Day with the Pepe Sylvia
Yeah,
where I've just fucking pick a coach because I'm not sleeping.
Would you want Freeman though?
Probably not.
Yeah, I don't think so.
I don't think so either.
It's officially like who's number 2 category.
Todd Monken,
Todd Monken's your 2.
probably.
Okay.
Yeah.
Notice I said probably.
Well,
Probably.
can
The gates.
I don't fucking know.
I don't want to change your mind. Ben Mintz has been banging that drum.
Todd Monken.
Todd Monken for the Bears.
He wrote
Listen,
a blog against Brian Flores. So
Yeah.
I can twist myself into saying Mincy knows ball. He was a keynote speaker at the Savannah Quarterback Club.
That's true. It's
Yeah,
true.
He was.
Yeah.
Mitch can
knows
gamble a
ball.
little bit too.
He does.
Oh,
for
Mincy's
sure.
a great gambler.
Yeah.
But I wouldn't want Mincy making decisions.
No,
Right.
at all.
Right. So if he's high on Monken, that makes me suspicious.
You know what's funny?
I wish he had
is
never said anything.
Oddly enough, this was always talked about. If that doesn't happen, this would have been like a perfect Fitz like situation.
That
Oh,
would
yeah.
have been a name thrown away. Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
He for sure interviews.
Yeah.
Oh, definitely.
I mean, we've interviewed 20 people.
Yeah.
They tossed him interviews prior to in different coaching searches. It's the token.
Yeah, but that was always like his leverage tool, I feel.
Right.
That's
I think
his
like
leverage
yeah.
for Northwestern. It's like the courtesy they have with the
Yes.
Bears. Yeah.
And I feel like they actually would have really considered it.
I thought
And he would
like
have
prior
too.
to the NFL or the NIL rather, I thought that there was a chance that he went to a Rose Bowl or something for Northwestern and that he would have been the next Bears coach. Like that made
Yeah.
sense in my head because that's something the Bears would do.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's local, obviously.
Would you take Mike Tomlin?
No.
I don't know. I heard mediocre Mike uttered too many times from some guy in that couch.
Take him. I mean, listen, I've been.
That's never a good sign.
Well, since I started Barstool, I've been throwing around the mediocre Mike, and I've had Dan be like, he's a great coach. I think Tomlin is a really good coach. I do. I think Dan's right. I think it's just gone stale.
Yeah, I agree with you now. I've come around to you.
People do have shelf lives in certain places.
Yeah,
But
I mean, this is a crazy thing I read today, and I didn't even know this. So, going back to 2011, Mike Tomlin has 3 playoff wins. One against the Bengals. A.J. McCarron was the starting quarterback for them.
Was that Devontae's Burfict
Yes.
game when the Bengals melted down?
Mm-hmm. 2000. That was 2015. 2016, he beat the Dolphins. Matt Moore. And that year he beat the Chiefs. All they had was field goals. Remember that game, Dan?
Yeah.
It was all field goals.
Yeah.
That's it. Since 2011.
That's crazy.
that is crazy. But now do the thing where he has never had a losing season.
Yeah, but the standard is supposed to be Super Bowls.
Yeah,
in
yeah,
Pittsburgh.
yeah.
That's not our standard.
Yeah.
I would kill.
No, that
to
should
have this.
No. Don't ever say that.
No, but we're so far away from that
You gotta
that
walk before you run.
Right.
But you should never change your standards I think.
they got to change everything.
They do
thing-
have to change everything, but the standard for us shouldn't change. We should expect
But he has won a Super Bowl.
excellence.
Yeah, and I mean he basically has the same resume as Mike McCarthy, and Mike McCarthy has a better. Like I mentioned this before we started, but like Mike Tomlin has no coaching tree, which you could say that's like who cares. But I do think there's something to it that he's not hiring young, innovative guys that go on to do great things, and not even go on to do great things, just go on to get hired as head coaches.
Yeah.
Like he is
that
part is
weird.
stale.
That is weird. But it's like the Belichick tree sucks.
Right, but at least they got hired.
Yeah, but yeah.
Like he brought in Todd Haley. Todd Haley then went and got a job as OC at the Browns. I think he's coaching high school football now. Like, where's Matt Canada?
They're all scapegoats. That's just what it is with Tomlin.
Yeah.
He'll never hire somebody that threatens his job.
Right, and
Ever.
I think his system or like his message might be getting a little stale. Where
Probably.
that feels like it's a situation. I don't know.
So are you 100% out?
I'm at the point where I'm out.
He's not going to get
I
fired.
think that
But he won't get fired.
in
No.
general in the NFL, like obviously Tomlin has been an exception to this rule, but there are shelf lives for everybody. Like with Andy Reid, for instance, in
Yeah.
Philly.
Philly, yeah, exactly.
And he probably needs to change his scenery just like they do,
I mean,
right?
fucking Bill Belichick proved that.
Right, right.
Which is
Yeah.
crazy.
I just don't think he wants to change the scenery.
Tomlin?
I don't think
It's
so. No.
comfort. I mean, he's been there for what, 20 years?
Yeah.
He has maximum power. That's why he doesn't want.
He's involved. I don't think people fail to realize like he's involved in everything.
Yeah.
If you don't think he's drafting players, if you don't think he's calling plays on defense, if you don't think he has his hands in the wide receiver room, the game plan on offense, you're crazy.
Like, he won't get that power anywhere else.
No.
Yeah. It is kind of crazy to me that he's had seemingly a never end of like problem children wide receivers.
Yes.
Yeah.
And he never really fully like if we had Pickens here, he would not still be on the team.
No.
No.
Like and same thing Antonio Brown, obviously that's such like he has always managed to like it's his room, which
Yeah.
I respect, and they keep winning.
He's
So-
a very good coach.
Yeah.
He's a very good coach.
is.
I would be more and this doesn't make any sense. I would rather have Tomlin than McCarthy. And
I think I would too.
I just think McCarthy gives you a shot with Caleb. That's all.
I just don't.
Again, this is bullshit that we're talking ourselves into. I'm talking myself into Mike McCarthy.
yeah.
I just don't understand how the only reason I have little I'm hesitant on it is I've never talked to a player that didn't say he was the best coach they've ever had in their
Really?
life.
Okay.
Every player says it. Every time I either talk to a player, golf, or doing an interview or something like that, it's the best coach they've ever played for in their life.
Even KP?
Yeah, at one point, yeah, he did say that. Yeah.
That's important, the quarterback.
Yeah.
I don't know, man. I think
I think he could be good somewhere else though.
yeah,
I do
think
too.
so.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, fresh start.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, assuming he's not available, I'm still Pete
Oh,
Carroll.
he's not available. Don't
Yeah.
even. Yeah.
Yeah. Wait,
No,
you're saying Pete Carroll?
I'm two. That's my two.
I think I read that Pete Carroll didn't do great in his interview.
Oh, really?
Obviously, who knows?
How?
Someone leaked that. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, there's
But
that's what I was saying. Like the
Yeah.
nice thing about having 18 interviews is someone's like there's gonna be leaks because there's that many interviews. He didn't what I read was that his plan for Caleb wasn't like super well thought out.
Yeah, you would think maybe a 70-year-old is probably not going to prep that hard.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's like, hey, just look at my resume.
Yeah, that's
But this is how I'm so like battered by the Bears. That makes me think that Warren would like Pete Carroll and Poles doesn't.
Yeah.
And because Carroll wants more control, so then Poles leaks it that he didn't do well in his interview.
Yeah.
And like starts that spin cycle.
I don't know.
That's what
I'm
it
just twisted around.
Yeah.
Ben Johnson feels like it's not going to happen. I was talking to Kyle Long this morning, and we both agreed it's basically like Ben Johnson, and it's like, okay, this is a change. This is different. This feels good. Anyone else is like, all right,
Yeah.
it is what it is.
Yeah. Let's pause for a second and talk about DraftKings NFL playoffs. We're talking about the NFL playoffs. You bet we are. Get in on the action at DraftKings Sportsbook, an official sports betting partner of the NFL. Scoring touchdowns is key to winning in the NFL playoffs, and the key to you scoring big is betting on them at DraftKings, the number one place to bet touchdowns. Ready to place your first bet? Try betting on something simple like a player to score 6. Go to the DraftKings Sportsbook app and make your pick. Here's another reason to watch your favorite players crush it in the playoffs. New customers bet $5 to get $200 in bonus bets instantly. I love the King of the End Zone contest. I think I'm going Jordan Addison tonight. Yeah, you like that one?
I like that.
I think people will be on him, though. I saw the Curtis Samuel yesterday.
Yeah.
They got like a $13,000
Crazy.
bonus bet. Yeah.
Crazy.
You like anything today, Dan?
I feel like you got to take a long shot. I don't know. Maybe Demarcus Robinson, maybe.
Okay.
Throw that out there.
What Hawkinson? Get him involved.
Yeah.
Score big during the NFL playoffs with DraftKings Sportsbook. Download the DraftKings Sportsbook app and use code MID. That's code MID for new customers to get $200 in bonus bets instantly when you bet just $5 only on DraftKings Sportsbook. The crown is yours. Anything more coaching, or do we talk about the Packers' performance?
I loved that game yesterday.
Can I say, so I don't know if you guys agree with this take. So, one, I don't think Jordan Love's very good.
No, he stinks.
This is awesome.
My only thing is that he's been beat up all year.
Yeah, true. And that was, I was like, in terms of Packers losses, it didn't fully hit all the notes for me because they got so injured in that game.
Yeah.
That it was like they kind of robbed it. Whereas like he was throwing to no one. I mean, the guy he threw that last, or not last pass, but like whatever it was, the second to last drive, who literally caught the ball and stepped out of bounds as he was catching it. Like, I don't even know who that guy.
Yeah.
Like they went out sad.
Yeah, it was bad.
Yeah.
Like they were
Sad.
It wasn't like they were. I didn't think they were playing well at the end, and they weren't really a threat in my mind.
Clearly, they lost to the Bears.
Yeah.
Right, exactly.
That's what I'm saying. If you watch that Bears game, I don't think any of us were shocked.
No.
The Eagles were my favorite play of the weekend.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like by far.
Yeah.
The Packers were. I mean, watch and go. They just seemed a little funky.
Right. I think their top 3 receivers were out at halfway through that game, and they lost their best offensive lineman. And it's like a Packers loss in the playoffs. You want them to like be firing and then lose.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like
Right.
they didn't get all like. They were just watching that game is like he doesn't have anyone to throw.
Yeah.
I mean, I still don't think he's that.
You didn't feel the need to listen to Green Bay Radio.
No, especially I also don't really have I got to build up more hate for Jordan Love because I also don't think he's that good.
Yeah. The only thing that I found impressive was this is just all from Brady secondhand was he did seem to make a lot of good decisions. Like remember that run play and he was like, oh, he saw that receiver there. He pulled out. So it seems like he like knows how to play.
Yeah.
We also got to execute.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
yeah, that's kind of it.
And also the Packers are like the youngest roster, which that scares me.
Yeah.
Yeah. LaFleur looked real frustrated too.
He did. I think he's a great coach.
I just
Yeah.
I don't know. I've seen some people be like, got to fire for LaFleur. It's like,
But-
what?
it's kind of like a Steelers situation. Your standard is different.
Yeah.
Your
Yeah.
standard is much different.
Titletown.
Yeah.
Yeah, but yeah, the North is just loaded with great coaches.
We need to get one.
Except for us.
We need to get one. Bad.
Yeah.
Bad.
All right. Anything else, or we want to get to these Arlington ideas?
Yeah.
Let's do
Hey,
it.
Jerry?
All right.
Do it. I'm
Yes.
excited.
Jerry is a resident. You want to kick us off? What do you want to see as far as like you're a community member? You don't have a Bears dog in the fight, but
No,
Yeah.
first off, I'd say I bought my house based on really thought the Bears were going. So I made a significant purchase on a property in Arlington Heights because I really thought I was just going to flip that house and make a couple $100K. You know what I
Smart.
mean?
Yeah.
And it's
That's just good business sense, right?
yeah, I mean, and I bought a specific house to where it's in a weird way, it's separated. So like I can do like an Airbnb or something like that on the other portion side of the house. It was a dentist office, but we since then remodeled Shout out Big Cat for the Loney loan, which was paid back. Which was paid back in
was
full.
paid back in full.
In full.
Interest
Big
or no
loany loan.
interest?
Yeah.
No interest.
I made a couple bad business deals.
It was all caps Loney loan.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
I made
Good
a couple
friend.
bad
Well,
business
that's why we're here to
Yeah.
you know,
Yeah.
exercise.
I was in the
brain
Eddie
WSD.
situation. I hired a guy who just
I'll say this. It wasn't the first Loney loan I've given to a Barstool employee. Probably won't be the last.
It's good to
Big
know
Cat
that if we
has-
need to ask
Yeah.
for loany loans,
The
that
bank,
we
the
have
bank of
somebody
Big
to go
Cat
to.
has incredibly friendly interest rates.
Okay, good.
0%.
0%?
0%.
Hey, I borrowed
Can't
money
beat
from
it.
my dad, and even he gives me an interest rate. I borrowed
I don't.
$5,000 from my dad a few years ago. I had to pay him back $6,000
Yeah.
in 1 year. So
I
he made
should.
20% in
Yeah.
1 year.
I should.
Your dad's loan shark.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he is. He hustled me.
Yeah.
Sometimes you hire a bad drywall guy.
Yeah, exactly.
That
So I
Well, let's explain exactly what happened. The remodeling you were doing
Yeah.
was like a $70K job.
yeah,
Jerry found on Facebook Marketplace a guy who would do it for $10K cash.
15.
15. The guy obviously didn't do shit.
No.
And he left the job halfway through.
Yeah.
And like left him with like leaks everywhere. Turns out if it's probably a $70K job and you find someone who can do it for 15, they're probably not going to do a good
You're
job.
getting $15K worth of work.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
then Jerry got in a tight spot. We had like a half remodeled room with leaks everywhere.
Yeah.
And that's where the Bank of Big Cat came in.
Okay.
Yeah.
Could have happened to anyone.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Could have.
So since then, I there's a bedroom over there. There's a gym. There's a sauna. It's nice for like, a couple, whatever, boyfriend, girlfriend, or whatever, or you and your buddy to stay. So that's the reason I bought the house. Got a little upset when they're talking about this downtown thing, which I don't understand. Where are you putting parking? Where's the tailgate? Where is
Here
all
you
that?
go. I actually did some research on this, Jared.
Let's go, Dave.
So AT&T Stadium, Cowboy Stadium, is on 100 acres of land.
Okay.
This is the first 5 stadiums with the biggest plot size land in football. Mile High's 89 acres, Lambeau's 48 acres. MetLife's not listed, but based on their parking lot spaces, they have 1,000 less than Lambeau, so about 48, 50 acres, call it. And then the biggest in football was about 300 acres. That's Arrowhead Stadium. Arlington Park's on 326 acres. That's
Wow.
what the Bears own. So they have all the fucking space in the world.
I think he was talking about lakefront though, like where the parking on the lakefront.
Yeah.
Oh,
like
on the
your
lakefront.
research, though.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Where's
No parking.
No parking.
No parking.
Yeah,
Exactly.
none.
You're gonna do all underground stuff, which is gonna
Yeah,
be a
there's
disaster.
none.
Right.
There's none.
Arlington Heights is the perfect place for it. Not only could you build
It
a great
sucks,
stadium,
but it's the truth.
Yes.
the train is there, parking,
Yeah.
but it's not just going to be a stadium. This can be year round.
Yes.
Concerts, malls, restaurants.
Final Four.
Yes.
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 I mean, it's going to be.
Yeah.
If the Bears go to Arlington Heights is on the map as one of those places that is going to be incredible. It reminds me a little bit like, I know it's not incredible, but when I went to a couple Patriots games at Gillette, the surrounding of it was pretty cool with all those shops and all those malls.
Do like a museum too, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, and Dave mentioned Jerry World. That place is like insane what they've done with it.
Yeah,
Yes.
I haven't been there, but I gotta imagine he didn't skip out on anything there.
Yeah, you have a blank slate to do anything.
That's what
at
I'm
once.
saying.
Arizona's like that
simulate
too,
have-
right?
Yeah.
Arizona, yeah.
That's why I don't. And this is on my list of things that they need to bring back. Why'd they knock down the racetrack?
I don't
You
get
didn't
it.
need to do that.
Well, one of my things is putting the racetrack.
That's
yeah,
my
no,
number
it's
one.
That's
around
my
the
number
stadium.
one.
Around it.
Yeah, around the stadium. They run the races around the stadium.
Oh, can you imagine
Oh,
if
and
they?
then like the seats you could face. Like
Yeah, this.
What was
you
it?
could
What
have
was
the-
your horse's name? Hambone.
Who?
Spiral Ham.
Spiral Ham.
You
Yeah.
could have
Big.
the way I built it in my head is it's glass enclosed all the way around. So basically, it's almost like a reversible jacket. You can watch the game,
yes,
and then you
Yeah.
can turn
around and then
do the horses.
and do the horses.
Yeah.
the Illinois states like that, like the basketball stadium, the football stadium, like kind of merge.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
How much should they purchase it for, the property?
196 million, I believe.
So the
Yeah,
Bears own the whole entire
Correct.
property.
It's just a real estate asset at this point.
But what
Yeah.
is it, like if they don't go there, what are they doing? Just building apartments there?
Selling the land.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Parceling it out and selling it.
That's crazy.
And they'll make tens and tens of millions of dollars on it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But can you imagine a weekend in the fall where they host the Breeders' Cup on a Saturday,
Right.
and then
And then
Sunday is that would be
Right?
so Friday, Saturday, Sunday
Right.
is the epicenter of sports. A
Right.
bachelor weekend centered around the Breeders' Cup and then a NFL football game. How could you beat that? Why would you?
Yeah.
Why would you do that? And that track was nice. It was a nice.
Yeah, it
track.
was. It was a great.
It was one of the best.
Yeah.
I've only been to a couple, but my dad's been to a lot of the good ones, and I'm sure
I've been to a lot of them. Yeah, no, it was
like Santa
it was
Anita
very
is supposed to be a shithole. Churchill Downs not very nice.
Yep.
Saratoga is like the
Saratoga.
crown.
Saratoga and
Keeneland.
Keeneland are the two best.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Gulfstream's not. Yeah, like,
Gulfstream
Yeah.
is supposed to be nice, but Arlington was right there.
Yeah.
the best in the country.
No, it was.
It's fucking gone. It's so stupid.
My house
sucks.
is 4 minutes from there.
Yeah.
Beautiful.
4.
okay. So what would you like to see, Jerry? Well, you could go first.
Okay. So, let's get my notes out here. One of my main ones I would like to see here for my son would be on the warmer months. You put a petting zoo for kids, just somewhere you can ship the girlfriend or the wife and the kid, go have a day and
Love
go
that.
to a nice little petting zoo.
Great idea.
I have something on that. I want a live bear den.
I love that.
Ooh,
Yeah,
I love that.
Maybe like bear cubs, and you can pet the bear.
Just a
cubs.
full
that.
zoo would be kind of
Yeah.
cool.
Yeah.
No
That'd be cool.
reason why you can't park at the tailgate and the men go see football and everyone
Yeah.
else goes.
and the
Exactly.
women and go pet little bear
Sheep.
cubs.
Yeah.
Yeah, and sheep
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
chickens.
It's
and-
great.
Okay.
I will say when Dave and I are in a group where we own some racehorses, we used to keep them in Arlington. That was like the best part.
It was
You
awesome.
would go like after the
It's 6
races or
a.m.
before 6 a.m. to watch them practice. You go up there and just rub their little noses. It's awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I like that, Jerry.
Big Cat, you're gonna like this one I have.
Okay.
This is only exclusive, November and December. A gumbo pop-up shop.
Oh.
Only November and December.
Okay.
Yeah, I think you can add November to that. November's a good gumbo month.
November and December.
Wait, did he say no?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Only 2 months because I don't want.
You wanna add October?
On the community.
I was gonna. I thought you were just winter months, but like I think fall months.
Yeah.
For gumbo.
Yeah.
yeah.
And if they ever
just
make the
want-
playoffs, we
Yeah.
can extend it to January.
Yeah,
exactly.
Sure.
Playoff
Yeah.
gumbo.
Yeah,
Playoff
playoff gumbo. I like.
All right, that's
Okay.
good.
Good one.
You want some more? I got
Yeah,
some
yeah,
more.
yeah.
Oh
keep
yeah,
going.
underground strip clubs.
Okay. So, all right. I'm happy you said this because I have that on my notes.
Okay.
I think so. I want it state of the art. I think they need to make like one section, like an OTB, a strip club, maybe like a tattoo shop. Like I want one section to be like,
grimy. Yeah.
you know what I mean?
Like a red light district.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
Like
Okay.
just I like purposely put in like that's kind of
Get
don't
some
go over
hookers.
there. Yeah.
Yeah. Just let them roam around.
Just give us something.
This is an awesome idea because I do think that the Bears Stadium vibe is not as great as others I've been to. So if you have season tickets to this section, you also get the passes to that.
Yeah.
So you attract like the loudest, drunkest,
Yeah.
like the worst type of people, and they're in this one section, and then they hang out in that other area.
And I want it clear. I don't want it to be like a state of the art strip club. I want it to be like a shithole, like a total shithole dump.
Yep.
Yeah,
thought
I want to cruising chubbies in the Wisconsin
Yeah.
Dells, polecats in Indiana, or and then I think there's also the landing strip.
Yep.
Yeah.
In-
Strip.
Yeah, the industrial. Is it the industrial strip? or the
Yeah,
landing
that
strip?
place is crazy.
Yeah, that place is nuts. So yeah, I want something like that where I want
High
almost,
heels.
I almost want it to be like a
Sandwich.
time warp where it's like I'm going to shop at Calvin Klein, and then if you keep walking down the street,
It's like Circuit City, and
you got you got a cruising chubbies.
yeah.
Yeah, maybe put like a Blockbuster in there.
Love that.
Just a time warp.
Yes. Beautiful.
What about
Yeah.
what about a massive jumbotron in the tailgate area, just massive, so people can watch the game outside?
I like
I
that.
love that too. that
idea.
You know,
the only problem with that is you subject yourself to the cameras on it when you have your heart broken. It's like Maple Leaf Square. They always outside the Leafs games, and then it's like my favorite tradition every spring.
Yeah.
is to watch the Maple Leafs fans get eliminated.
Hey,
Yeah.
Chief, that already happens.
Yeah,
I know, but like
us.
if you have
Yeah.
thousands of people and then you have camera, like the Maple Leaf Square,
Yeah, I
it's
see what you're
different.
saying.
Yeah. I got you.
But I like the idea.
yeah. I also want. I mean, the stadium has to have the biggest jumbotron ever.
Yes.
Yeah.
yeah.
We have to cuck Jerry.
Yes.
Yes.
Jerry Jones.
Jerry.
Jerry
You know,
Jones,
no, I
yes.
understand.
That actually, everything about this stadium should be Virginia McCaskey trying to cuck Jerry Jones
Yeah,
before she dies.
yeah,
Every single thing about it, bigger and better.
yeah. It should be like incredible.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right,
I
what
al-
else?
They definitely should have some museums, I would say.
Okay.
And I think if you're a season ticket holder, you're free.
Great idea.
For the museums?
For the museums.
What are we
yeah.
talking about?
Museums
like
are
fine art, or are we talking Lego
like a-
museum?
I thought you were talking like football museum.
Yeah, like the Hallis Hall Museum.
Oh, okay, yeah.
No, I was just talking about like I don't know.
Do we want like a
ki-
Tyrannosaurus Rex
Like
there?
kids stuff. I like.
Oh, like the
I'm
Museum
into
of Science and Industry.
Yeah, it's science.
Okay.
Like,
Yeah.
I'm into going for the kid, but I think Big Cat's idea is great. With the zoo is a great idea.
Yeah.
But we do have a couple zoos. You have the Brookfield, right? Lincoln Park.
Yep.
Yeah.
I don't know how much bigger and better you can get.
Yeah, true.
You know,
True.
yeah.
might be too many zoos.
Might be too many. Yeah, 3.
I don't think you can have too many.
No.
No.
Okay.
It's a little far.
What about an aquarium?
Aquarium.
I love an
works well.
aquarium.
Like
Yeah.
aquarium.
Yeah.
I like aquarium. And I think they should have heated seats.
Well, it's
Every
gonna,
chair should have heated
it's going to be a
seats.
dome, I think.
Yeah.
Oh, is it?
I believe so.
Oh, then
Well, that was
no
one of
need.
my things. I do want a retractable roof.
I would agree with that.
Okay. All right.
You want bear weather.
I want like going to that Vikings game where they pumped in the snow.
nice.
That was cool, but it would have been cooler if we could have just opened that
Just
roof
open.
up.
Yeah.
Because it was a nice winter night.
Yeah.
Anything else, Jer?
Yeah, I got a bunch.
Go-karts? I have go-karts.
Oh, that's a really good one.
yeah,
actually.
go-kart.
You guys are building Six Flags.
Yeah, no, that's what I want.
I have a couple
I mean, you got the size. The, got
But
the
hey, you
land
know
for
what?
it.
Put the stadium in Gurney.
My
But this
stuff-
is a place that you should go to. It should be like a destination place in like the middle of March. You know what I
Yeah.
mean?
Yes.
Like that's
Yeah.
where you, like everyone should be like, oh, we're gonna take my kids there. Like it.
The
if
bear
they're-
world.
If they're thinking about it
Yeah.
smartly, it's not just the Bears. It's a place where they
Right
can
now,
just print
Soldier
cash.
Field's used like what 20 times a year.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I have like some stupid ones, but I think they're useful.
Okay.
You know?
my last one here, which I think is a good one. I didn't know this before moving to Illinois. Illinois, sorry. I always say Illinois. But before I moved
Surf
here,
John Stevens.
before I, moved,
I was gonna say.
I didn't know how many
yeah.
beaches there were. There's so many beaches. I think there should be like a little section out in the back where it's like you bring in the sand and some water.
I like that.
And
Wave pool.
your wife or girlfriend could go tan while you watch the game.
I like that.
Yeah.
Okay.
Or
Like Wisconsin
and
Dells.
if it's not football season, you take your kids there and hang out for the day.
Yeah.
Okay.
Like a long beach.
Like a solar. Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
I could be talked into that.
Okay.
That'd be nice.
Yeah.
Chief, you want to go?
So I had the retractable roof, and I also had the major jumbotron. But I feel like the Packers jumbotron were up there. They only really use it when it's to their benefit.
Yeah.
So
That's
like,
a home field advantage.
I don't think the Bears really do that. It's they just kind of they operate the scoreboard
Well,
as,
they're doing
as,
that, yeah.
as
Yeah,
they
neutral.
should- they
I
should
want to use it to be like, nope, we actually got that call, and we're going to challenge it because we just watched it 15 times before the next play.
You want like North Korea state controlled
Yes.
jumbotron.
Yes,
I'm in for
yes.
Yep.
And then
It's good.
something went against us. The jumbotron's out.
Maybe you could even have like two jumbotrons. Be like, there's the unbiased one, there's the biased.
Yeah.
And the unbiased one's like a 35-inch TV.
Right, Brady. Yeah, that's part of your time machine.
Yeah, right.
It's like an old TV.
Yeah.
I also on the way they have the train station there. It needs to be expanded, but on your walk there, I want to have those like arcade things where you just punch it and it reads out how hard you hit the thing. Like
Yeah.
the speed bag.
Yeah,
you know what I'm
yeah,
talking
yeah.
about?
Knockout thing. Yeah.
Like
Yeah,
in
the
the
knockout thing.
yeah.
So
Yeah.
you're angry before you get on mass public transit where everyone's pissed off. You get a little of that energy out, like you get to hit things on your way out, and nobody gets arrested or anything. I had the retractable roof, the punch thing. I want an area to throw the ball around. That's not in a parking lot. Sometimes it's just
Agreed.
nice fall Sunday. You just want to sling the ball. Just sling it with your buddies.
Some grass.
Some grass,
Yeah.
some green space, just for throwing balls with no cars, where you're not like running
And no
out.
women
It's-
allowed, obviously.
Well, they're not throwing balls.
No,
yeah.
They can be by the sandbar or whatever, Jared.
Yeah, that's the women area. And then I love that snow machine. I need a snow machine.
Okay.
I need a flurry machine.
He really did like that.
What's the
snow
snow machine?
So when we were at the Vikings game, I think it happened like 3 or 4 times over the course of the game. It's real snow, and they like burst out flurries inside.
Like a Hollywood snow
It's
machine.
like a
on the
Hollywood
field too?
out in like over the crowd. So it's
Oh,
just
that's
like
cool.
so it's just it was awesome. So it gave you like the outdoor vibe.
That's fun.
In an indoor stadium. It was so cool.
That's cool.
Yeah. So I want cool shit like that. I'm torn on this bear idea with Dave had. Like
You don't
the
want bears?
Because I went to Baylor University probably 15 years ago now, and they had like a big dugout like pit. It was a bear pit, and this was like the saddest looking bear of all time.
Yeah, the polar bears at Lincoln Park Zoo, they'll just like take
They're
a
like
couple
half
of wheelbarrow.
Yeah. So we got to do that right. We need like a full like sanctuary.
For sure. Yeah.
By the way, Mike McCarthy officially out as Cowboys head coach.
Oh,
Oh wow.
all right.
Keep
Well,
going.
that's-
But yeah, that's bad.
That I think we touched on the other ones, but like the transportation has to be figured out.
Yeah.
That has to be.
How about a ghost tunnel? You just walk when you're walking to the game. You just grab a ghost.
Oh, I like that.
We get a real ghost from Jerry's house.
Yeah.
Yeah, I get the ghost from Jerry's house, and you drink a ghost on the way there.
Yeah.
That'd be awesome.
I like that.
Have you ever offered your ghost any ghost energy drink?
No.
You should.
I
You should. That could be like a peace treaty.
I haven't had any real experience anymore.
Oh no!
Oh, really?
I think they just knew I was a good dude. And
Let's-
it's
All
like,
Yeah.
he's a
Well, I
family
mean,
guy.
the ghost is a dick. I bet on the Jets to win the Super Bowl last year.
Based on the ghost?
Yeah, the ghost told us.
Yeah.
Leave a ghost there for
Yeah,
him.
leave one.
Well, you
I
didn't
got a
offer
bunch
him any
of them.
ghost at that point.
Shout out the ghosts.
It was bad.
The Strabango flavor is permanently sold at Walmart now.
Yeah.
Oh, all right.
Exclusively at Walmart. It's here to stay. Zero sugar, no artificial flavors, 200 milligrams of caffeine. Little ghost tunnel when you're walking into the stadium. Get people jacked up. I like that idea. Chief, anymore?
No, that was the end of my list. Yeah.
All right, Big Cat.
Okay. Obviously, I my big idea about the track. I want the track around the course, or sorry, the
Will that
stadium.
limit the stadium capacity? Is only
No, just make a bigger track.
you could do that.
Yeah.
Just make the biggest track
Yeah.
possible. You can just figure out.
It's Belmont.
That's a yeah.
Yeah.
Figure that out later. Because you can run at any distance.
That's true.
Yeah.
Yep.
Santa Anita has got a right-hand turn.
Yeah, right. So it's
it's it.
whatever you got to do to make it so that we have reversible seats, so you can even just like, if there's a commercial timeout, you turn around and they're like, all right, race 9's going on right now.
That would be
Turn
Yeah.
around and watch that.
Yeah.
Kind of basically just for everyone for a real 2025 attention span for the people.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like there's always something
a
happening.
third quarter race.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly.
2-minute warning race.
50 sells is a parimutuel as well.
I like
Yeah.
Oh, smart.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's exactly. And they like to do the Bulls have the the Dunkin' Donuts race. Like the Cubs, I think do the what do they do the
Yeah, like
the
beef
Riverboat
race.
Tour,
Yeah,
shit
yeah,
like
yeah.
that. Ours is the Bears are actually racing horses.
Okay.
And you put it on like that like there's a free race every game.
Fuck.
Where if like
That
number
would be-
3 wins, you win free beef.
I went to Arlington
Yeah.
Park when I was like 13 for Father's Day. And for one of the like bits for Father's Day, they picked out a bunch of fathers and they put the silks on them and they actually put them in and they did like a 50-yard race out of the gates. They should do that like at halftime, but with actual participants on actual horses, that we can
Right.
bet on or something.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
Great.
Okay. So that the racetrack is a big one. The CD Strip Club. I wrote down slides. I think that is there needs to be some slides coming out of the stadium for like when people leave the stadium. You
I
can
like
take the
that.
slide.
That's fucking
like that
perfect.
too. I like that too.
Hey, why don't they do that? Like seriously,
Yeah.
that's more efficient. Than
Totally.
Very
Yeah.
fun.
Yeah.
Like we get trained on an airplane all the time to like go down slides, so it's like
Yeah.
Yeah.
track-
Put a shitload of slides.
Yeah.
Just the
Helps-
blow up
They just-
inflatable
at the
ones.
real Soldier Field, like you go through the columns and every space between the columns is a slide. out of the
Slide. Yeah.
stadium.
Why not?
Great idea.
Just slides. Let's see. Oh, I want the parking lots to have a shitload of moving walkways, outdoor moving walkways to the stadium.
Yeah, they
Yep.
kind of have. Don't they kind of have that at Minnesota? Do they have those in those tunnels?
No,
No?
You're just walking.
They're just
regular.
walking.
Yeah.
Okay, never mind.
They're getting rid of those in Vegas. You see that?
No.
Yeah.
Oh shit.
Like the ones in the airports?
Some
Yes.
us. No, the ones outside. There's some outside
In
ones.
Vegas,
Oh,
there are.
really?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Some to us, yeah.
All right, so I want moving walkways. I want I don't know how to explain this, but I want like a kind of what you were saying with the grass, but I need like a like hill or something that people have to walk to get in the stadium so we can see drunk people fall.
That's one of my favorite things on earth.
Yeah,
is
you know what I
watching
mean?
people
Like
fall,
just
yeah.
like kind of a slippery hill. Maybe in the winter it can just be like an ice sheet.
Okay.
Just like a spot where like if you know like hey, you can just go stand there and watch people fall, like eat shit for a while.
I like that.
That's great energy.
Probably a liability issue.
Yeah.
But I don't care. We're building
Someone
our
else's
dreams.
problem.
No, just
Yeah.
no. You get out of that by putting up a sign that said like caution for ice. And
Yeah, right.
And it's a shortcut, so you make the choice.
yeah, right.
Oh,
right.
that's a very good idea.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Shortcut.
So it's on you.
Yeah. And just watching people eat shit.
You want to get Jay Leno, it's on you.
You're on
Yeah,
the
right.
moving walkway.
Yeah.
And next to you are people falling down.
Yeah, so
Great.
just a hill for drunk people to fall would
Yep.
be pretty sick. I want this one might be a issue with the NFL. I would like the opposing locker room to be some type of maze/escape room for the visiting teams. I don't know how that would work, but it would be sick.
Yes.
Just like the visiting teams, literally, it takes them 25 minutes to get to the field.
I like that.
That's
Yeah.
good.
Yes.
And just be like, whoops, that was just a design flaw.
That's good.
We just put our hands up and like, didn't mean to do that.
I like the idea of having them have where they park the buses, they have to walk through the fence.
Yeah. They have to go over the slippery hill.
Yes.
Yeah.
Send them down.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're basically just creating a double dare court for the opposing team. Any advantage we can get.
That's
Yeah.
good.
And then what did I have? Did I have any others? The go-karts. Need a huge go-kart track.
That'd be
Yeah.
just an awesome one.
Wisconsin.
I want it to
Adult
be like,
and kids.
like a Formula One track.
Yeah, there's one where you can go
Yeah.
like 100.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And then there's one for the kids who can go
Yeah.
like 20.
I think we still have like another 100 acres to
Yeah, right.
with all this shit. Yeah.
Right.
Dave.
The very first thing that came to my mind. So, like, in the Bronx Tale, when anytime someone gets out online, they're like, "Oh, just put them in the bathroom."
Yeah.
Just like get them out of here. I want stockades in the middle of like a town hall. So anytime like George does something or says something stupid or apologizes for a bad hire, off to the stockade. Put them in the bathroom. Like, even for fans though, like I opened my mouth prior to the Washington game and they didn't win another game for like 3 straight months. I would be in the stockades.
You would be living in
I'd be in the stockades and the whole fan base and the coaching staff. It doesn't matter. Players. It's the stockades they're for everybody. They're for everybody.
We need more shame in society.
Exactly.
Yes.
Shame them into doing things correctly.
Yes.
But I mean, bullying works.
Yeah.
I think bullying works. Like Vilas Jones fumbles immediately after the
Stockade.
game.
Love that.
Stockades.
Love that.
Obviously you need batting cages or a speed pitch.
Ooh, I like that.
This one, I think the food at Soldier Field completely fucking sucks. So I want to hire the Bertucci brothers to curate the menu and I'm talking like 2010 Bertucci brothers.
Okay.
The Bertucci brothers are the guys that do the menu for White Sox, and that's the only thing they've done right for years and years is their food. They got great food at Sox Park.
They do.
Horse track, and then the live bear den.
Okay.
like the beard.
But public shame, that's what I'm trying to go for.
I like it. I like it.
I have 8 things. First one, really simple. Got to bring back the Ditkas.
Yeah.
Right? Like,
Yeah.
close the downtown one. The only one left is Oakbrook. You got to bring
Okay.
back the Ditkas.
Yep.
Rage Room, pretty straightforward.
Oh, that'd be good.
Just like throw a bunch of like fine porcelain and Chinaware and all that stuff. Yeah, I like
You
that.
need a Rage Room.
paintball course.
Yeah.
Oh.
Paintball course.
Yep.
Was that fun? I always want to do that.
I've done it.
That's okay.
Yeah.
We're gonna do that this summer. I will set it
Paintball?
up. Yes, we're gonna do that this summer.
All right.
Whole office wide paintball.
That'd be awesome.
Tower of Terror at Disney. Okay. You build one here, but it's a Wrigleyville rooftop. People think they're here to have fun. No, you're not. You're getting a fucking ride for your life, and it shocks you
that.
into being like, hey,
Love that.
it's a football.
Lock in.
Yes.
Love that.
Lock in. This ain't 81 games. You
Yeah. And like on the way down, you're seeing like all the worst memories.
Yes.
Yeah.
That's a good wrinkle.
Okay.
Rebuild the stables, make Packer fans tailgate there.
Okay.
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah, kind of
I
like
like that.
yeah, like a
You're smelling shit.
internment camp for
Yeah.
Packers fans.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yep. I'm not like a super religious guy, but I grew up Catholic. I still am Catholic, but like I would like some like holy water, little fountains, like in separate parts of the state.
Okay.
You know, but discreet.
Like a part of the
Yeah.
Wailing
Where you
Wall
could-
if you're
yes.
Jewish.
You could just
Yeah.
dip the fingers and like
Yeah.
before you walk
Okay,
in.
I like that.
Just like a couple holy,
Yeah.
like just something where you could like feel better walking in.
I mean, we should just give God season tickets.
Yeah, we should do that. Just have a
that.
seat.
All guys.
That's why you need the retractable roof.
Yeah.
Too. You got to be able to look in.
Yeah.
Yes, calls to all religions.
Yeah.
Right.
Elron, get Elron.
So you said batting cages and speed pitch? No, we need crushers. It's kind of like sluggers, but called crushers, where it's like the upstairs is like angle pursuit drills, like catching drills, throwing drills,
Yeah.
and it's a great piano bar. But like sluggers, it's like Crusher's brother. Have the sluggers.
Yeah, we
people
need a
run-
place
run
where
it.
Stephen Che can run a 4.440.
Yeah.
I got him on my list later. Okay.
I'm just thinking of things when you're going. I would love to maybe have a section of it be just like all 30 MLB teams. Yeah, 30
Yeah.
MLB teams. Just all 30 MLB teams replica wiffle ball parks.
Yes.
That's awesome.
That'd be amazing.
That'd be sick.
That'd be awesome.
Really sick.
A 19th floor Portillo's, but the top 19th floor is a roof deck, and at every floor is a former quarterback. So like the 6th floor is Jay Cutler. Kyle Orton's on 18 and 19. He mans the rooftop. Like 12.
Henry Burris is just like a fire escape.
Yes, exactly. Yes. So then you got Grossman and Clausen could share 8th floor. Like you have them all there. If you can't get them there on that day, you need like Chuck E. Cheese animatronics
Okay.
of them.
Yeah. I like that.
Okay. And then my
You
last
just
one.
have a Chuck E. Cheese there? I haven't been to one in a while, but I like the pizza.
We could do that. My last one. You guys seen Hook?
Yeah,
yeah.
of course.
Yeah, one of the best movies. Remember Dave and I got in a big debate like 12 years ago?
Hook versus Goonies.
I think I put it top 50 movies all time.
It's great.
And I said no?
No, Dave Portnoy on the rundown. Sorry.
It's Hook versus Goonies record, right?
I think it was Hook. I don't know if it was Hook versus Goonies, but I said it was top 50
that's
movies
like
all time.
an impossible.
I'm taking my nephew to see the Goonies this week. I'm
What do
very
you mean
excited.
taking him?
It's 40th anniversary.
It's in the
Oh,
theaters
wow.
In the
again?
theaters, yeah.
That's
I'm
cool.
very excited.
It's very cool.
So
That's a
Hook,
little uncle gift right there.
the boo box. You know, they shove that
Yeah.
guy in there. A boo box strictly for Stephen Shea
You love it.
because he lives in the area.
Yep.
And if he's there doing his fucking stupid reviews or anything he does, I want a box to shove him in.
Yep. I like
Love
that.
that.
I like that.
That's the stockades.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Similar.
Similar.
It doesn't need to be a stockade per se, just like somewhere where we can,
Yeah.
Yeah.
I see your vision.
Yeah.
Yeah.
we can
I like
workshop it a little bit.
I like it.
And we have voicemails, right? Did people give us any ideas? Or you had some too, Lance, right?
Yeah, I did have a couple. I was kind of
Lance.
thinking along the same lines as you guys. The first one, I was on there with Eddie. I want the world's largest Portillos there. I love the idea of adding the quarterbacks there too. I think that's a nice wrinkle. You also need to have you need to have the Portillos in the stadium. The beefs at Soldier Field were garbage, so we need to get Portillos in the stadium. I think we maybe could add a Dick's Last Resort in there, and they're just incredibly mean to the opposing teams. I think that would be good. I think instead of a bear den, we just have one bear, kind of like how LSU has the tiger, Georgia has the bulldog. We just got one bear, maybe wears a crown or a jersey or something cool. I think something, this is kind of just more regular, but if we're already doing kind of like Six Flags, we should have like that sky view where it goes up and you get the aerial view of Chicago. So then you kind of, everyone make a little tie to Chicago. I also think it'd be funny to get a Aaron Rodgers stunt double and have him in a dunk tank there all the time.
Yeah, that's good.
Good, real good.
That'd be good. And I also think they need to have Uber Eats to your seat like they have in Wrigley. Wrigley, you can order and they'll bring it to you right in your seat. That would be a nice little touch.
I would love it if they had like the little bank check tubes where you go through and they just get a beef or a dog like through the tube right to your
Ooh,
seat.
like that
That
a
would be
lot.
sick.
Nice, like
yeah.
the bank.
Yeah. Why don't we use that more? That's a great technology.
I know.
I never understood how it worked because the tube is, and it goes around. It's a.
It's like a right angle. How does that
happen? How does it
knows?
work?
It's magic.
knows?
It has to be magic.
Yeah.
Is there voicemails?
Yeah.
Yeah. And actually, it needs to sell body armor too.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
That's a no-brainer.
Yeah.
It's brought to you by Body Armor, the show. Body Armor sports drink, real hydration, real ingredients, packed with electrolytes, vitamins, and nothing artificial. Body Armor sports drink has great tasting flavors like strawberry banana and orange mango. Keeps us hydrated here. I know, like, you guys do the gauntlet. Like, that's the first thing everyone's looking to
Body armor.
get back into it with the Body Armor. So you can get yours today at Walmart or a local grocery store near you. And yeah, it's the best. The peach one, like that's probably my favorite flavor. The Body
that's
Armor
good.
Light, I think it is.
Yeah.
That's good. Also love the little electrolyte packets you could pour in. Those are great. Whatever it is, Body Armor. We need them in the new stadium because it's the best sport drink you could have. So shout out Body Armor. Lance?
Yeah. Here's Nick from Crystal Lake.
What's up, boys? This is Nick from Crystal Lake for the Arlington idea. For the Arlington Village, Chief, I know you're a hockey guy, obviously, and there's a roller rink or roller hockey rink right across the street, Salt Creek. Be pretty sick to go do a little day there. They have some sweet leagues and a little bar there that's pretty nice. They got $10 buckets of beer, but I think the whole thing around that area is opportunity to do literally anything you want. Like, the opportunities are endless. You know, you can make it kind of like is it Rosemont, where you have like a comedy club, a little theater there. You have the outside ice rink. I mean, you guys are just up at Lambeau. They have that outside ice rink there. Like, you can truly make it both like a winter thing where you have stuff to do in the winter, like Winter Wonderland, stuff like shit like that. And you can do it during the summer where you have like a huge outdoor area where you can open it up like a Millennium Park where they have the restaurant and the like rink turns into I think it turns into a restaurant now. Casino, just really like make it a whole entertainment center so it can be a year-round thing. And, you know, it's easy to take the train from the city to go out there or vice versa. But yeah, that's my idea. Stop by that roller rink, Salt Creek Sports Center, and then just make that you can make it whatever you want, essentially. You can make it into a summer and a winter thing where you have stuff to do both times of the year so they can just make money off of it, which is the most important thing. All right. Thanks, boys.
I like that.
Yeah.
That's good. I think we're all on that theme. What if you had concession prices tied to how the game was going? It's like an inflation rate. So
like
if the
that.
fourth quarter, like your your hot dog prices dropped to like $2.
Yeah.
That's just smart by them.
Yeah.
Because then you're like the silver lining.
Right.
city,
At least
which
you're leaving full and you're not like
Yes.
a little something.
State Street Brats, when I was in college, used to do stock market night, which was awesome. So you'd go, and if like people are buying, a shitload of Labatt Blue, it goes up to like $7. If no one's buying like Paps, it goes to like 75 cents.
Yeah, I've been to a bar like that in Michigan. It's awesome. You just watch it.
You
Yeah.
just watch it
Like-
and go by.
Like get in. You
Yeah.
do the little hand signals like you're on the
right.
floor of the
It's got to be a hell for a
trading floor.
bartender.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
Horrible.
Yeah.
What's up, fellas? Arlington Heights native here, calling in to talk about the new stadium. Arlington Park, you really can't tell how massive that property is just by looking at it. That place, they could do so many things with that space. It's so big. And, being from Arlington Heights, it's awesome. It's really the last thing I'm thinking about right now. I really just want to be good so bad. I am sick of hearing the negative things about this team. I know it's the same shit every week. I think you guys do a great job finding the positive moments and the bright spots in these games. But you talk to anyone over the age of 50 and they're just so incredibly pessimistic about this organization, which I get. Their whole life they've lived through, what I've lived through, which, I'm only late 20s, but it sucks. It sucks so bad. I could care less. I'll go to the South Lot. I'll do the same thing. I don't care where we play. I just want to win. Thanks, fellas.
Yeah.
I think our next step is that we need to send this list to Quiggs, have him build out a deck.
Yeah.
And we just present it to whoever we need to present it to
I like
in
that.
Arlington.
Yeah. We should definitely get a PowerPoint together.
Yeah.
That'd be amazing.
Yeah.
We actually could like roller coaster tycoon this
Yeah,
thing.
yeah.
We are, I think we've submitted like a $50 billion project. Yeah.
Yeah.
Anything else?
But
Lance?
it's
no.
it's an investment.
Just doing Kevin
Yes.
Warren's job for him.
Yeah.
What do you think the chances they actually go there are?
I have no idea.
I think they're pretty high.
I don't know.
You think it's high, Eddie?
Yeah, I do. I don't think that city's a mess. Dude.
It's too hard to get it done.
It's just way too hard. And I don't like. Then I'm at the point too where I'm like, I don't like if the Bears were good and they were doing things right. I'd be like, fine, I'll pay some
Right.
tax. But like where they are, I don't want to fucking do that.
No.
No.
My taxes will go up?
No. Well, yours might, but
Yeah.
Oh,
hypothetically,
But your property value will go up.
Yeah.
true.
I'm saying in the city,
Yeah.
they're
Yeah.
gonna want us to pay for it. And it's like with the way they run the team, it's like fuck you. My perspective.
Yeah.
How long do you think, like, if they closed on this, let's say tomorrow, realistically, what do you think? 8 years?
No, not 8.
No.
Probably 4.
The
That
lease
quick, yeah?
the lease runs through 2029
In
at Soldier now.
2025.
So so they
4 years.
they have to start kind of soon.
Yeah.
So
In the next year or so.
you would think, yeah.
That's a big fucking project.
And they've already started to look at what was that old hospital site, like way south side.
Yeah.
So they don't know which way is up on this thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the only other option is if they find somewhere.
They might just announce they're staying at Soldier Field and not doing any changes. Like that, I don't even think that's out of the realm.
I don't think so
we're,
either.
We're
How
going to
do Bears
extend
fans
the
feel about that?
horrible. It's the worst stadium. Have you been there?
It's
Never been.
But I
Don't.
think
Oh,
like
oh
Wait, we've been once, right?
Bad.
Dan? I've been once.
I don't think so.
Jerry, I live
Oh no, we were in Pittsburgh for that.
Yeah.
yeah,
I live
yeah.
like
been.
With
4
they-
miles.
we're at Pittsburgh again this year.
No, Pittsburgh's here.
Oh,
Pittsburgh's
really?
Here,
Oh,
yeah.
okay.
Here.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh,
Hopefully it's a Monday night game.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'd hope,
It'd be
I hope
awesome
so.
when you go.
Yeah.
What's the biggest problem with it? Just in and out, getting in and out?
It's small.
Everything.
It's the smallest stadium in the NFL. It's a Band-Aid on, an old stadium, getting in and out.
So they redid it and they opened in 2002,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
And as soon as they reopened, I'm like, people were like, this place sucks.
Yeah.
Like they fucked it up immediately.
Wow.
So
Yeah, I know.
And they still owe like $100 million on it
Yeah.
or something.
I know a group there who was going on a tour and they had to cancel a tour because there was a leak and there was like leaking water all over like the Bears sea in the locker room and shit.
I mean, we went into
And the Bears don't own the stadium.
right, the city
Chicago
does.
does.
The Parks District.
The Park District owns it.
Yeah.
Ed and I went into the locker rooms to interview Lori the Light.
That was you and me.
That was you.
Or no, me and Chief.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, they were like my high school's locker room.
Yeah. It was a visiting locker room. It was horrible.
And it's just getting in and out. It's bordered by a highway, a museum, and a
It
and a lake.
legit.
Yeah.
I live 4-ish miles from the stadium. It would take me an hour and a half to get from door to door.
It's probably your travel time will be about the same to Arlington
Yes.
as it is to Soldier if you live in the city.
Wow.
Yeah.
Shit.
which seems impossible, but it's true.
But you said if we just stay, I don't even think it'll be a big deal. I think people are like, all right, well, we already deal with it.
Yeah.
You know, like it's just keep it rolling.
Yeah.
All right, we could wrap up unless there's anything else. Do you want to say anything about Notre Dame?
I thought the line was crazy. Open at Notre Dame plus 9.5.
Yeah.
That is moved to 8.5. I checked this morning. I think they'll be in the number. I don't know. I've been down on them like each round of the, for the Georgia and Penn State. I was not super optimistic. At this point, I'm just like, this team can just play. They can just play with anybody, and I think it'll be a very good game.
Yeah.
I got to get it in my brain more in the next week.
I think they're going to be tough in this game.
Yeah.
Ohio State, like, they're the better team.
Totally.
You can't like pretend that that's not the case, but I do think that they're going to be tough in this game.
I'm more confident after watching the Texas game.
Yeah.
So
agreed.
Tate's going to join us next week to preview it for Monday's episode. You had something you were about to say?
Oh yeah, I obviously last week I'm like Danny Boy Kane. I was having a hell of a time online. I appreciate everyone who's reached out and had my back. Obviously, people listening to this, you're listening to Bears talk. I think I said this, but I mean, I love the city of Chicago. It's home for me. My love for the city of Chicago is as genuine as it gets. I'm raising my children here. I'm here for the rest of my life. And so I hope people realize that. I know there'll be people who are like, fuck this guy. I think the majority of people won't, but I just wanted to reiterate that. Obviously, I told everything on PMT and Yak. I mean, I have family from here. I used to come visit here every summer. They were always kind of like my second team, so to speak, and then became my first team when I was like, this is where I want to live the rest of my life. That's why I wanted to move back. You guys always knew I was going to come back. That was always the plan. But I just want to just reiterate it just so people are listening. And again, I mean, there's going to be people who are like, fuck you, dude. I hate you for life. But it is what it is because my love is genuine. And like I said, I'm here for the rest of my life. I'm not going anywhere. So it's home to me. And my kids are being raised here. I was joking, I think, with Sylvie. I don't know if it's a fact, but I'm probably the wealthiest guy to have his kids in CPS.
Well, I was going to say, too, my high school just hired Tom Dubikowski, so I will be recruiting Little Cat and Little JJ. So
Yeah.
when the time comes.
yeah.
My third is the one you want to recruit, my youngest.
Okay.
Harbaugh said he has a good head for football.
Okay.
When I showed him
All
a
right.
picture of him, my son was 1 year old, and he's like, yeah, he's got a good head for football.
Okay. Like that.
All right.
Like
I don't know
that.
how that's
Like that.
possible.
He just got like
Yeah.
a hammer
But
head?
sure.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, but yeah, I just wanted to reiterate that.
And that wasn't news to us either.
No, I know.
Oh, it was
Everyone,
like-
and
yeah.
a lot of people, but
Yeah.
it's still like, obviously the haters are going to come out. And listen, I think a lot of it is like, I've had a really awesome life, lucky life. And, I've been well liked for a long time. I think there's a piece of it that people like to see me take a loss and like get shit on by the internet, which that's totally fine. Like everyone's number comes up eventually. So it is what it is, but I'm going to keep doing my job. I'm going to keep rooting for the Bears. I'm going to keep rooting for the Cubs. I'm going to keep Bulls. I still got my boycott going. I got season tickets to Blackhawks. I got to get some games.
And I mean,
No,
we've been talking Bears with you since 2013. So
Yeah.
it's not going to
And even
stop
before
now.
that, so it's but I just wanted to say it. So but I appreciate everyone who's reached out and had my back. I really like that. Means that was kind of the positive from everything was like so many people support me, and it's cool to see those moments just because the internet's a crazy fucked up place that can be hard sometimes, but it's just like a lot of people.
Yeah. Well, I know being born and raised here, I think it's fucking awesome, and I really appreciate how much you love the city.
Yeah.
That you want to build this here.
Right.
Yeah.
Come back
Right.
to. So
Right.
from born and bred Chicagoan, like that's fucking cool.
By the way, we have some. I was actually when I went to Derrick Rose night, I was talking to Joakim. I think we're gonna. There's a chance, and I might be getting ahead of my skis. Joakim runs a basketball tournament, for troubled youth in the summer, and I want to do the championship game here, which would be sick.
That'd be awesome.
Yeah,
that'd be
put
awesome.
it on our channel.
Yeah,
It's so awesome.
Live, yeah, fuck yeah.
So shit like that, we're gonna get. I know we have the pause day coming up, so yeah. Love the city of Chicago. It's home.
I wouldn't worry about
That's it. No, I'm not. I just wanted to say it just because obviously this is
I know.
we're talking Bears here, and so everyone who rocks with me, I apprate you. Let's build this fucking stadium.
Yeah,
do it.
please.
build a stadium.
Let's get it
Build
done.
this
I
goddamn.
mean, you built this office. That wasn't hard, was it?
Yeah. Did you guys see Dude Perfect's new office?
I did.
Is it better than
saw
ours?
Oh my god,
It's pretty
It
sick.
hurt, dude. It hurt so bad watching the video.
Hold on.
Does your oldest son watch Dude Perfect?
Yes.
Yeah.
He got
That's like their
so
demo,
he got
right?
brainwashed. So he So he had like a fun run, a charity run at his school to raise money because Brandon Johnson, whatever. That's neither here nor there. But every kid who participated in the fun run got a Dude Perfect backpack, and that was it. So he has a Dude Perfect backpack. They like incepted him.
Really?
Yeah. That's just how they get them. So now, so we watched the new office tour yesterday, and he was just like, "Oh, this is like, why don't you have this? Why don't you have that?"
Yeah, you're gonna bring him in,
it, man.
It's like I'm saving all those ideas for the new Soldier Field, right?
Yeah. It like put me in a funk. I was
Yeah.
like, this office, why'd they have to do this?
Yeah.
It's insane.
It's really cool.
They also just, I mean, they just do trick shots all the time.
Yeah.
I used to like hate Dude Perfect. At some point, you just got to admit those guys have the greatest life of all time. And I don't say a lot of people have better lives than we do just because we get to work in an office like this and have the dream job. But like those guys have better lives than us.
They have a tunnel?
They have a hidden candy room.
Okay, shit.
Where you, like,
well, we
go
could put that in the
trap
tunnel.
Door.
We could put that in the tunnel.
You go behind a trap door and it's a candy room.
That's kind of cool.
Yeah.
Dan, they got slides in their office. What the fuck?
We could do that.
I still think we're going to try to get a slide in here.
We can do it from the top.
From the mezzanine.
Yeah,
for
I
sure.
want to. I want to. But yeah, that hurt a little bit.
They're in Texas too.
Yeah, they have so much space. They also, like, at the end of the video, they're like, "Oh, and we also have the next warehouse next to us that, like, who knows?" And they were just like, doing donuts in their cars in the warehouse next to them.
So we got to move nanotech out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We do.
Just boot them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, then. That's a show.
Thank you, Jerry.
Yeah.
Thanks, Jerry.
Thanks, Jerry. Appreciate it. All right, we'll be back next week.
When's the next like city council meeting?
I don't know. What we should do though is we really should all get together and like maybe attend one of these meetings or something like
I
that.
think I'm in.
We should do that. I don't know if we'll be able to record it. I don't know if you're able to do that.
Yeah.
I think they have to record it.
Oh, really?
I think like legally you have to, like, that has to be
But
available
yeah, we
to the
should
wider
really
public.
like start pushing this.
Well, we talked
I went to
before.
a community meeting like this for Dante's bar that never got built in like 2019. I would love to do one for
Yeah,
Soldier
we
Field.
should.
Yeah.
Well, we talked about it, how we're going to go with gold shovels and just break the ground
We'd
ourselves.
love to.
We'll come up there soon and we'll get
Yeah.
it.
Oh yeah.
Do you think Ben Johnson's going to take the Dallas job now?
Oh, I didn't even think
I didn't even think of that.
Yeah, I know. I
No.
just was thinking about Mike McCarthy, and then I'm like, wait, who the hell is going to take
No.
the Cowboys job?
Things getting bad.
No. He's not taking that.
I
Would
wish
you
he
rather
would say
work
that.
with
Jerry said he's
Jerry
not-
Jones
yeah, Jerry
or
Jones, no.
with Kevin Warren and Ryan Poles?
I don't know, dude. If the Cowboys are like one of those
It is like an icon.
That is
like-
it is.
complicates things.
That's the second opening that's happened on a day we record, and it's
Yeah, and it's
not
fucking
fair.
us up.
I don't
Yeah.
like that.
Yeah.
I don't like that at all.
We should just put all our chips in the White Sox basket. For the next.
We got no baskets.
Sounds like a good idea.
Gruden on the stream the other day, or I think it was yesterday, he was like, "So what's the deal with the White Sox? They stink, huh?" I was like, I wish White Sox did. It was out of nowhere too.
I know Mincy got in a little bit of heat for offering Gruden the Saints job. Can we just give him the Bears job?
We might have to. I don't want to lose him, but
No,
Might have to.
But
No, we
would
wouldn't
have him
really
here.
be losing him there.
well,
Would we?
I think there's moments. I think he loves being at Barstool. I think there's also moments where he's like, "What the fuck am I doing?"
Oh,
Because
definitely.
on Saturday night, we're sitting there watching the game, and Mike Tomlin, who is from the John Gruden coaching tree, and like one of his good friends, Gruden's sitting next to Jerry, and Jerry's like, "Mike Tomlin's got a fucking pussy for a dick," and Gruden was like, "I got no friends left. This is it."
No, his new friend is Stephen Che.
We're just
That's like your face against the concrete when you realize your new best friend
Yeah.
is Stephen Che.
We're burning all his bridges so that he's like, all your friends are here.
Yeah.
That's it, dude.
Oh, man. All right. That's a stretch. We're going to bring Tate in next week, talk Notre Dame, Ohio State. We'll see you then.